There's a forgotten childhood exercise that if you're over 50 can unlock your body's youthful strength and agility in as little as 1 minute daily. This old school move needs no equipment and is ignored by most exercise experts. It kind of reminds me of the great comedian Rodney Dangerfield. It gets no respect. So what's this no respect exercise? It's the classic jumping jack. Yep, the same one your gym teacher had you do. But when performed the way I teach, specifically how I teach, it's one of the best tools for restoring full body elasticity, your fascia strength. In this video, I'll show you 3 secrets to turn this childhood classic into your secret weapon for moving stronger and feeling younger. Let's start with an easier version of the jumping jack for a little warm-up. All right, let's start with the modified version of the jumping jack. I like using this to teach the 3 secrets to make the jumping jack a great exercise. And it's also a good exercise if the jumping jack is too much for you. You could do this modified version. All right. So the first secret of making a jumping jack a so-so exercise into a great exercise, especially as we get older, is to stretch the fascia wetsuit. We want to do this exercise with our body's elasticity, so we can't be in muscle tension or slack in our posture. So we're going to stretch the fascia wetsuit by suspending the head. Think of the crown of the head as being suspended upwards. Chin is level, shoulders are down. Head up, shoulders down. Chest is spread. We don't want this slack in our chest. We want the chest spread, but we also want the upper back spread. All right? We got head up, shoulders down, chest and back spread. This is stretching all these tissues to stretch the fascia wetsuit. We're going to start, make sure the feet are straight ahead. All right? And we're in this nice posture right now. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a step to the left or right, it doesn't matter. And as you take a step, you're going to raise your arms. And then you're going to go back. Now, I only want you to raise your arms as high as you can go till you meet resistance. Don't go into pain, meaning don't try to force it to get higher and higher. All right, so if I step and bring my arms up here and I feel resistance there, I'm going to stop. If I can go further, that's fine. Now what I want you to do is take note, whether in a mirror or have someone take a picture of you, see right when you start the session how far you can get your arms overhead. All right, just look at it as like a test, and we're going to see if it naturally goes higher by the end of this session. So right there, I get a little bit of tension, so I'm not going any higher. Again, I'm stepping to the side as I do this, then I come back, and then I go the other side and come back. Step, back. Step, back. The second secret to making this a great exercise, to making the jumping jack great, is to use your springy footwork. Meaning when I land, when I go to step and I land on my balls of my feet, not on my heels. And then when I push off with the balls of my feet and my toes. From the side, right there, my heel stays above the ground when I step. If that is too hard for you to do, go ahead and let the heel touch the ground, but have 80% or more of the weight on the balls of your feet. Okay? We want to be landing and pushing off the balls of our feet as we do this modified jumping jack. If the heels stay about an inch above the ground, that's great. If you got to have them down, that's great too. But just have more of your weight on the balls of your feet. The third secret to making this a great exercise is to find a rhythm. So as I do this motion, I'm going to find a rhythm. I'm not doing one, stop, organize. I'm going to find a nice little rhythm. Again, I'm not raising my arms any more than I can do comfortably, finding a rhythm. I'm on the balls of my feet. And the thing I teach in my Fascia Strength and Power program is we move from center. And it's hard to understand at first, but as I go ahead and step right here and bring my arms up, I'm thinking of the engine of that movement is my center. Not my shoulders raising my arms and not my hips or moving my leg to the side. I'm thinking actually the power is coming from my center as I do these two movements. And again, if the jumping jack is too difficult for you, make that be your jumping jack, that modified version. So now we're going to do the full jumping jack with the hopping. And you can look at my other fascia hopping videos to see, regular hopping. But in this one, in the jumping jack, it's more advanced because we're laterally hopping like that. But the same principles stay. We want to jump on the balls of our feet. We want to land on the balls of our feet with our heels off the ground about an inch. Okay? And if you can stick that landing and not have the heel lope and touch the ground, that'll act as a springboard to help you bounce back into the previous position. So your body becomes kind of like a pogo stick. It's got the elasticity. If your heel's flopping up and down, you're going to go ahead and it's going to be lopey and it's going to be dissipating power. Okay? So jumping jack, it's pretty self-explanatory, but we want to keep this fascia wetsuit stretched. We don't want to do one of these slacky jumping jacks. Okay, we want to keep it stretched. Just like this. Specifically, think keeping your elbows stretched. A lot of people bend their elbow when they go up. Think of keeping a nice gentle stretch, keeping the arm straight. That'll probably reduce how much overhead mobility you have. Okay, keeping the elbow straight. That's okay. If you can only go this high, that's fine. Only go, like I said before, only go in to that resistance. Don't fight past it, okay? And I like to do like 1 minute sets of jumping jack right here. And again, I'm finding a rhythm. I'm trying to move from center. The center of my waistline area is powering my legs and my upper body. So you're breathing and keeping the stretch in the fascia wetsuit. And you could think of yourself as like this self-propelling pogo stick where every movement just powers the next one. So it's not, it's not that at all. It's the previous movement powers the next one, and you're like self-propelling. So the jumping jack is a high return exercise, meaning you don't need to do like 5-minute sets or a lot of volume of this exercise to get benefit. If you just do 1 minute a day and do it every day, whether it be the full jumping jack or the modified version I showed you. If the full jumping jack with the hopping is too much load for your body to absorb, just do the modified version. Regardless, do 1 minute a day every day, trying to find a rhythm, trying to stay in alignment with the stretch fascia wetsuit, moving from center, and using your springboard feet. You do those three qualities. As you just do a minute a day, you'll get better and better. And one thing you'll notice, like I asked you to at the beginning of the exercise, check your overhead mobility. See how high your arms go up at the beginning without going into pain. And then what I want you to do is after that minute, just check in with it again and see if you got more overhead mobility by not trying to, where it just kind of organically happened because you were stretching the fascia wetsuit, relaxing the muscles, moving in a way that encouraged more overhead mobility than when you started. Understand that overhead mobility is very important as you get older. It's one of the things people lose. And when you lose, it's a kind of a byproduct of tension throughout the spine, the back, throughout the torso, which can limit, your strength in your upper body, if you're going to have back problems or not. So this overhead mobility is a thing worth pursuing to get to kind of reverse the Titanic, to stop getting less and less overhead mobility as you get older and start getting more and more. If you like the idea of building fascia strength with jumping jacks, and you're open to even bigger gains by strengthening your mind-body connection, then you'll love what I just added to my Fascia Strength and Power program. It's called Heart-Mind Alignment. It's a 3-minute drill that you perform right before an exercise to clear your mental clutter and shift into an emotional state of joy. This blissful state allows your muscles to more fully relax, allowing you to access even more elasticity, more fascia strength. In this deep work, I walk you through the process using the jumping jack as the exercise. But understand, this process can be used on any exercise. If you already own the program, scroll down to the bonus exercise section and look for Heart-Mind Alignment with Jumping Jacks. If you don't have the program yet, there's a link in the description below to check it out. That's it for today. See you on the next video.